You want to feel confident in bed, not just perform well, but feel powerful, connected, and in control. But here's what most men won't admit out loud. Sometimes, even when everything's going fine, there's this voice in your head that says, "Don't mess this up. What if I finish too fast? What if I can't stay hard? What if I disappoint her?" That voice, that's the silent killer. Not the size of your dick. Not how many women you've slept with. It's the story running underneath everything. I used to freeze the moment things got intimate. My heart would race, my chest would tighten, and I'd be so far in my head, I couldn't even feel my own body, let alone hers. I wasn't bad at sex. I was disconnected from myself. And the more I tried to fake confidence, the worse it got. So what changed? It started when I stopped trying to perform and started learning how to regulate. Here's a trick. Before you ever touch her, drop into your body. Take 3 deep breaths. Exhale twice as long as you inhale. Let your belly relax. Notice your feet on the ground. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and receive state. Confidence isn't how loud or dominant you are. It's how calm and grounded you are in your body. A woman can feel when a man is truly present. It's not in what you say, it's in your breath, your pace, your ability to stay with the moment instead of running ahead in your mind. And here's the part no one tells you. You can't fake this. You can memorize every move in the Kama Sutra, take all the supplements, use all the tricks. But if your nervous system is in fight or flight, she'll feel it. Even if she doesn't know how to name it, her body will register it. Tension, performance, pressure. When you learn how to relax into sensation, your confidence shifts from something you act out to something you embody. When your body feels safe, so does hers, and that's where real confidence begins. A lot of men think confidence comes from experience, from having slept with a lot of women, from knowing all the right moves. But I've met guys who've been with dozens of partners, and they're still insecure, still overthinking, still looking for validation from the woman in front of them. Because confidence doesn't always come from experience. It comes from integration, from being at peace with your own desire, without shame, without apology. Here's what that means. Most men carry hidden guilt about what they want. They want to lead. They want to dominate. They want to be worshipped, devoured, craved. But somewhere along the way, they learn that their desire is too much. That if they express what they really want, they'll be rejected. Or worse, labelled selfish, aggressive, or unsafe. So what do they do instead? They shrink. They play it safe. They ask, "Is this okay?" They hesitate before touching. They censor their desire, and in doing so, they disconnect from their own power. But here's the paradox. When you bury your desire, it doesn't make her feel safer. It makes you feel smaller. It makes her question if you know what you want. And that uncertainty, that's what kills the chemistry. Women don't want a man who doubts himself. They want a man who knows what he wants and leads with it gently but firmly. So how do you shift that? You stop asking for permission to be a man. You own your desires, even the edgy ones. You learn to express them cleanly, without shame, without pushiness. Try this. Instead of saying, "Is this okay?" Say, "I want to kiss you." Not as a question, as a declaration. Feel the difference. Confidence isn't about control. It's about clarity. It's not about being aggressive. It's about being rooted in what you feel and expressing it without fear. Because the most powerful men in bed aren't the ones who try to impress her. They're the ones who invite her into their truth and make it safe for her to explore hers. Confidence in bed doesn't just come from what you do before sex. It's built during the moment, through presence, pacing, and how you relate to her. So let's talk about what that actually looks like in real time. First, slow everything down. If you're nervous, your body wants to rush. You touch faster, kiss harder, thrust quicker, all to avoid feeling exposed. But real confidence shows up in the space between things. Take your time. Let there be silence. Let her wonder what's coming next. Slowness isn't boring. It's magnetic. It shows her you're not afraid of tension. You know how to build it. Second, breathe deeply while you touch her. Most men hold their breath during sex without even realizing it. When your breath is shallow, your mind speeds up. When your breath is full and slow, your body relaxes, and so does hers. Sync your breath with hers. Let it anchor you in the moment. Let your exhale lead the pace. She'll feel it, even if you don't say a word. Third, pay attention to how your body feels, not just hers. Men often go into give mode, trying to perform, fix, or please. But sex isn't a task, it's a shared experience. Notice the warmth of her skin, the pressure of her thighs around you, the sound of her breath. Confidence grows when you're in your body, not trapped in your thoughts. And don't forget, your pleasure matters too. Let yourself feel. Let yourself receive. A man who is open to sensation, not just focused on performance, becomes unforgettable. She wants to feel you feeling her. Fourth, communicate, but don't over-narrate. A few grounded words go a long way. Tell her what you love about her in the moment. Guide her with a whisper. Say, I love the way you respond to me. Say, you feel so good. Not performative, just real. And finally, don't rush to the finish line. Confidence means you're not chasing orgasm. You're building connection. You're letting her feel your desire without losing control of it. The more calm, connected, and embodied you are, the more confident she'll feel you to be. Because confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about knowing how to stay in the moment, even when it gets vulnerable. Confidence in bed isn't something you get. It's something you practice. It's built in the small moments, over and over again. So if you want to cultivate more confidence with a partner, start by choosing one thing and do it every time. Maybe it's breath. Maybe it's slowing down your pace. Maybe it's saying what you want instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Maybe it's making eye contact for 2 extra seconds, even if it makes you feel exposed. It doesn't have to be everything at once. What matters is that you build trust with yourself, that you prove over and over again that you're willing to stay present, even when it's uncomfortable. And when something throws you off, because it will, come back to your body. Confidence doesn't mean you never feel nervous. It means you know how to return to center. And if you really want to go deeper, start practicing embodiment outside the bedroom. Meditate, breathe deeper throughout your day. Work out not just to look good, but to feel strong. Speak with intention. Take care of your space. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And women can feel that. They don't want a man who's perfect in bed. They want a man who is present in himself. Because that presence, that's what allows her to relax. That's what makes her open. That's what makes the experience feel unforgettable. Not just for her, but for you. So stop chasing confidence. Start cultivating it. Moment by moment, breath by breath, touch by touch. And watch what changes, not just in your sex life, but in who you become as a man. That's it for this one, gentlemen. You don't need to be perfect. Just present, steady, and willing to grow. Keep showing up. She'll feel it. And so will you. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.